All right, hello. Welcome back to another day of Strange Antiquities. We will be continuing with this, and today is another day where we will tackle some pretty challenging puzzles, I would assume. So let's not dilly-dally anymore, and let's just get started. Right, so we were on day 9, which is a Friday in-game. Let's see what we have right now. What is this? Oh, okay. Right. So we were able to open this, I think. Yes, this panel right here, where we got a new item, this leftmost item, as well as a book on curses, which is pretty nice. That helped us solve one customer's request, but also sort of like solved this little puzzle in this note given to us by Eli, who is our mentor. We're just an apprentice who is running this shop. Sorry. So we're good with this like note or clue. So I think we can just go ahead and put it into the archive. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, yes. This is a note from the doctor's sister who stole our cat. A horrendous thing that happened. And she did this because she wants Corbin's mite. And yeah. But I don't... And like, okay, she did tell us to go to the woods behind Calgarth to give Corbin's mite to her so that we can get our cat back. But I'm kind of hoping that the doctor herself will stop by later today on like day 9, yes, so that we can talk to her to hear what she has to say about all of this, which is why I'm not going to do the explore function just yet. And then we also got this little hint, and I think these are pictures of thalmic fields, which are like spiritual, supernatural magnetic fields almost, that are made from like these objects. But we can only see these fields based on a thalmic lens, which I don't think we have just yet. But something else I do want to mention is that this little slip over here has 3 items, and we know that we can place things into these 3 pedestals. I think there's another name for this in-game, which I don't really recall. But yeah, so we just want to find 3 items in our shop that match these 3 fields, and then put them in the spaces in that order. So that's what this is. I think we're good with this piece of paper since we know what's going on. Oh, one last thing. We also have this little piece of paper. Also on fields. But this is a Diurnic field, not a thalmic field. But anyway, it's cut off, so I don't know what the other piece is. And I can't really make out what the full sentences are here. So I think this is another hint that we don't, or a clue that we don't exactly have an answer to just yet. So I'm going to put the clues up on the top like this. And I think we'll just take our next customer for the day. And yeah, you can notice how we don't have our cat anymore, which is so sad. Cool. It's Verona. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. Oh, didn't the sister ask me to go to the back? Yeah. In the cellar where they found those 2 poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems like there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, if it's underground, then underground's where I'll start to see if I can find anything in the catacombs. Wait, let me just let her finish speaking, and then I'll talk about my theories. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum, okay? Yeah, so my idea is that, you know, in this story, In Between Days, the little, like, snippets about the story of the 2 guys who were roaming the catacombs, and then it came across a casket, and then bad stuff happened. It turns out that one of the guys in that story ended up getting the same symptoms that we see now, with the people getting black eyes and becoming super ferocious and wanting to open the casket. So I think that the casket is the one doing all of this bad stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, so I think Rona wants to know to figure out where it's coming from, and I think it is underground, probably in the catacombs, in that casket, or it might just be the casket itself. So yeah, but she definitely needs to be careful. Hopefully the sextum will help. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Right here. Oh, sextrum. Okay. Protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Protects against insanity. I think this means that we need to go use the inspect aspect and then use inner inspection. And then maybe we should get one where it says like, oh, I feel more clear, or like everything is okay. Like this one, for example. It says a sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. That is kind of promising. Let me put it down here. What about this one? I have nothing to remark. Okay. This one? Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nope, not here either. Yep, no. Wow, nothing to remark on a lot of these. I have a strong sense of being watched. I don't think that's what we want. Oh, since we already identified this object, we can move it up. Can I go to the... Okay. Or, here is fine, too. Okay. Where were we? Here? Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. And nothing to remark. Oh, so that's it. Those are all of my objects right now. So maybe it is this thing. Oh, I also have 2 boxes, but I'm pretty sure I need to open them. Oh, wait, just kidding. There's an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. How about this one? I have nothing to remark. Okay. Wait, unpleasant... Okay, I don't think that's it, because we want something that's protecting against insanity. Yeah. So maybe like this one? An energy? Yeah, this one really doesn't have a lot of explanation. Maybe we have other things for insanity. Nope, just that. For mind, there's a lot, but I don't think that's helpful right now. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Okay. I'm just gonna try this out. Oh, also one more thing. I'm pretty sure... like the prefix, is that what that's called? Like the starting part of a word, if it's like sex here, not like the bad term or anything like that, but I think it's referring to the number 6, like in Latin or something like that. And there are 6 points in this item, so I think this is what we want. But then again, this game has been throwing me off the cliff a lot for things that I deduce to be true, and then it turns out that it's not, so we never know. Let's just try it out. Oh, awesome! Okay, guess I actually was right this time. This item features symbols of protection surrounding a symbol of insanity, hinting at its protective properties. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess I could have searched up what the symbols meant. But I didn't. Alright, good to know next time though. If we see like these weird symbols, we can try searching them up. Because I do know we have a book for that. And we got new pages in our book. Cool. And that's it for the day. Wait, should we just give the girl I forgot what it was called. The Corvan's Might. Yeah, Corvan's Might. I kind of want to just give it to her. Because... I want my cat back, and I feel like she's going a little nuts. Yeah. Let me just see if I can figure out what this is. A Corvin's Might, sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of a Wishic power. When the warrior queen Corvan was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Okay, and then these objects pay homage to the Bloody Queen's gift. So it's like a stone from an eagle? Like this? Wait, what was the description again? Like the first part? Is an assassin's tool that makes use of, sometimes called an eagle's gift. Yeah. This is the only one that feels and looks like an eagle's claw, right? Anything else though? Let me just check. Also, let me move this one over because we haven't identified it and there's space in our table for it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is it. And it's like black with red specks. Feels like strong. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I also don't even know if we should go ahead and go to this place. You know what? Let's just do it. Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. Okay, for the sake of our cat. Where's Calgarth? Wait, where is this? Oh, here. Calgarth Hall, 25. 25 is right here. Take it to the woods behind it, so here. That's enough, says a voice in the shadows. Give me the Corvin's Might and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone among the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there's a better way to find out where Jupiter is. Okay, so diverging hook? Oh, awesome. Okay. Didn't think there would actually be choices for me. Diverging hook sounds good though, because this is what the dude used, the Potter guy, or at least I think that's who that person is, in the story Between Days, where he used a diverging hook on himself to like stop being afflicted with the curse of the casket. Okay, diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. Yeah, but this dude did it on himself. But we can do it on the sister. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Okay. So like this? I feel like, okay, is there anything else on like thaumic stuff that we can just be sure of? Maybe here? Thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Not exactly helpful. But we do know that we need 3 gemstones. This one feels the most valid. Okay. Wait, anything else? Each of the 3 thaumic branches, and it's about the mind. Okay, maybe we can take a look at the actual stones that are being used in these objects. Starting with this one, we got a black stone, a dark gemstone with lines in it, and a pale yellowy orange gemstone. Let's start with those 3. Okay. Oops, my bad. All right. Yellow or orange, sometimes containing impurities. I don't think that's it, because ours is pretty clear. Yeah, this is like this, the 4th eye, a stone of sight. We also have this one, a stone of fire and fury. Oh wait, look, this one is Dradic. Maybe we can do it like that. We want something like this, right? And then this one feels right. Yeah, pale yellow, stone of strength. Okay. Wait, are we missing one? So we got Wishik, and then Dradic, the Mantic. No, because we doubled. Right, Mantic and Wishik. How about this one? This one we also have 3 stones. Pale yellowy orange gemstone, turquoise gemstone, and an orange gemstone. Okay. Oh, my bad. Wait, go back. The orange one kind of does have impurities in it. I think this one's amber, and this one is the other one. The Wishik stone. And then we also got one that's turquoise. Okay, hold on. But that's good because amber is Diurnic, and we didn't have a Diurnic stone earlier. So now we have one here and one here. Okay, we also want a turquoise one, right? This one? Okay, Dradic. Oh, nice. Wait, this matches. Let me just make sure there aren't any other turquoise. Yeah, this one's blue. So not it. Yeah, okay. Wait, that one actually matches. Because we also have this one, but it's 3 of the same stone. I think this is it. Okay. Yes, diverging hook. The item has a gemstone from each of the thalamic branches, amber from the diurnal, aquamarine from the celestial, topaz from the individual. Yes, cool. Okay. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought relating to Jupiter. It doesn't take long for her to realize that something is wrong. She steps out of the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with a diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forward, confused now, and I try again, this time latching onto a swirling image of Jupiter's face, and I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Mary Bell, and I back away uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity to the now placid woman in front of me. So did we do the right thing? I don't know. Definitely know that I shouldn't have given her. I think this is Corbin's Might, by the way, but I definitely think that we should not have given her this item. That I stand strongly by that decision. But overall, I feel like this is kind of a bad turnout. Yeah, but then again, my only other choices were to have given her Corbin's Might, and I know she would have killed that Potter dude. Now, I don't know if that guy is good or not, but yeah, I just don't want to see someone dying. Like, at least now she's like her thoughts are scattered, but she's still alive, and she can still continue to think, if that makes sense. So, honestly, not too bad. Also, I think Potter also used the diverging hook on himself. Also, I always thought the hook was like an actual hook. Like, you know, like the one that you would tie to a fishing line to fish. But yeah. But I guess it's not, actually. It's like more like subtle. Okay. Kind of sorry that it happened. Anyway, aboard the Mary Bell. Cool. Oh, the Mary Bell. That's the name of the ship. Okay, yeah, let's go there. Okay, the Mary Bell is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's nobody aboard, or nobody that I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms. Aw, look at the little guy. I hold him tight to my chest and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. Aw, we got our cat back. Aw. Did you hear the meow? That was so cute. Aw, I'll give you tons of pets. Good guy. Aw, I'm sorry for all of that. That must have been tough. Yeah. All right, let's put the books away and put the hint away and pray that that girl, that sister, is doing okay. Oops. Yeah. But hey, we had to do what we had to do. I'm just saying, you're the one who took the cat. You know. Yeah. Strange times call for strong decisions, or however that saying goes. Anyway, ignore that. All right, yeah. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could not find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Oh, wow. Look at this. The second part of the first line, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection, meaning that this thing that's causing people to like have their eyes turn black, it's like serious stuff. Like like once it happens and your eyes are totally black and you clearly don't seem like yourself, there seems to be little to no hope for you to come back to normal. Okay. Alright, let's get our next clue card for a... Oh my goodness, and it's a cross. Somebody's telling me to go into the catacombs again. But yeah, this is another hint to an item. Cool. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay. So, catacombs. Yeah, let's do that. Explore. Go here. And we actually got a couple of clues here. So there is no mark upon my shrine. So it should be an empty, like tombstone or casket or whatever. Also, wait, before I continue, what is this at the bottom? Goodness gracious, that looks like a monster, but what is this? Okay, my bad. Let me go back to talking about this clue card. Okay, so nothing on this tombstone that we're supposed to click, but it's in the dark, but not alone. So like in the same like chamber, there should be others with it. And it says my neighbor bears a cross of stone. So for instance, if we look at this top room or like cavern that I'm circling, we see that there are 3 items here, and one of them is a cross of stone. Unfortunately, both of these have items or like stuff drawn on them. This one a sun and this one a moon and a date. So this is not what we're looking for, but something like this. Oh, I see one that's empty, but yeah, if you look very carefully, there's a slight wall between this item, this tombstone and this tombstone, meaning that although this one is a cross of stone, it's not like its actual neighbor. Okay, anything else? Oh, right here, look. We got one that's, an empty tombstone, and then one that's a cross of stone, and it's actually very much a cross of stone because it's straight up a cross, not a cross like drawn on or like carved onto something, and it's in the same little room together. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me take a look at others. Yeah, so like this one we have a cross, but there's stuff on it, and this one too. I think this is it. Okay, as I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I've entered an area known as the depths, a place where few have been and fewer have returned from. Not even Palians... Wait, what? Yeah, Palians can clear the air here and render it safe for it to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. So we're supposed to inhale a wandering shroud? That sounds mildly familiar. I think we do have something with wandering shroud in it. Let's take a look at our index. Right here, we got Shield Charm and Spirit Vault. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, okay. So that's where we saw the term Wandering Shroud before. This is just a generic charm of protection, so I don't think it's enough for what we're doing here. Let's take a look at the other one, Spirit Vault. A Spirit Vault, also known as a Foetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. Okay. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when a shroud is held within. Okay, so I think we're supposed to inhale, wait, what was the thing again? Inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. So if we catch one and then we inhale the vapors, okay, that sounds weird, but I guess that's supposed to help us. And I think it might be this object because it looks like a thing that could contain something. And also because if we use scent and sound, it tells us that it has a smell like rotten egg. And I think that's what people commonly say sulfur smells like. So I think that's it, because it said that the paste or the interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur. Cool, let's do it. Awesome. I try to breathe in the vapors from the wandering shroud, but to my horror, I realize that the spirit vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the cloying air of the depths fill my lungs and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take deep breaths of the fresh air, but my lungs ache for some time after. I need to be more careful. I have written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find a wandering shroud. Okay, so tough. But at least we're not dead and we have a better idea of what this is all about. So let's put this here for now. And I'm glad that we were able to label another item. Yeah. Let's move it over. Let's put it down at the bottom. Cool. Okay. We can take our first customer of the day. Oh, sorry. More pets. You've been great. Yeah, poor kitty. Alright. I have traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the drear of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. Okay. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something of it. Something about it. And she wants an eye of Sir Nunos. Okay. I got you. My bad. Going to the wrong thing. Here, right here. Known as the eyes of the forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. Oh. Because she said what? Yeah, you would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. So I guess you use this to like enter the mind of the eagle, and then you become, or like you see what the eagle sees. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, alright. It is alleged that Sir Nunos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Sir Nunos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. What? Okay, so it keeps on saying I, and there's one thing that really looks like an eye. Is it this? Cool and smooth. Green marble. Nothing to remark. But unfortunately, there isn't enough to tell me more about it. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I can do. Yeah. Okay, green marble maybe? Like this, stone of earth and of nature. But it said marble, not gemstone. Okay, but maybe it is that. Let's just try it. Because they kept on saying I. Oh my goodness, that was not it. Okay. So I guess that's not the eye we're looking for. Really? Huh, okay. How about this? Bronze? Wow, nothing to remark for any of those, other than the raised detailing. But that's not entirely helpful. Okay, maybe mind? Is there any symbol for mind? No. Oh! Look, planetary metals, and it tells us about which metals correspond to which planet or planetary body. Ah, we could have used this earlier before when they talked about a planetary metal for the moon. Not earlier today, but in a previous session. I just assumed silver because, you know, the moon is kind of silvery, or at least stuff like the silver moonlight. Like, I feel like that's a term you would hear. So that's why I thought silver. And then I guess correspondingly, gold would be the sun. But this is good because now we know the ones for the other planets and things. Yeah. Okay. But we're still looking for one about the mind. That was it? Really? Oh, mantic. Yeah, mantic of the mind. Okay. Ah, but nothing has that symbol. Are we supposed to figure out all of these symbols? I mean, I guess we could. We could start with this one. A little squiggle and a line. Also, I'm thinking about this because I liked what I saw for the description about jade, where jade connects you with like the earth or something like that. So yeah. That's why I want to start with looking at that item. Okay. We're looking for a little squiggle with a line. So thunder. Oh, are these all of like the weathers? Okay, looks to be. What about this one? We got a thing and a thing. Sorry, that was not helpful. But they look like the gender symbols, but not entirely. One is phosphorus. But the other isn't antimony because it has two lines. Yeah. So hold on, let me take another look. Oh, also that wasn't phosphorus. Sorry, phosphorus has an upside down triangle. Okay, never mind. Let me take another look. Okay, cold. Cold and heat. Okay, I don't think that's it either. What about this one? Oh, wait, look. Tons of little lines. I mean, like little squiggles. Kind of feels naturey. And then we also, but with this time we have a blue gemstone. Actually, let me take a look at the color and composition. It says turquoise. Okay. Let me go down and check what turquoise was. Here, this one. It's Dradic and it's a stone of water. Okay, I don't think that's it. We're not looking for water, right? Oh, maybe if we, okay. We might also see something about Sir Nunos here. No? Yeah, Wicca? Blessing is horned god. Like this one? Okay. Triple goddess, rebirth, spirituality. Witch is not witch sign. I think Sir Nunos is the horned god, yes? Yeah, with voice of Sir Nunos. Oh, also it said he possessed... Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I like this. Let me go back to the Eye of Sir Nunos. It said here, it is alleged that Sir Nunos himself wielded an eye, right? And then if we go to Voice of Sir Nunos, a depiction of Sir Nunos himself, he's got a torque, which we know. We already identified it's this one up here that looks like a collar, half open collar. But then look, we also have this thing on the side and a huge snake. But look at this one. The way the branches coil around a stone looks very similar to this. Yes? This one's a green gemstone, so that matches the jade. And then what's this? Dark wood? That makes sense because the dude likes nature. He's like a god of nature. Okay, I think this is it actually. Awesome. Okay, using the index in the book, I can find a sketch of Sir Nunos holding an item that looks very similar to this one. Yes, the jade gemstone, a stone of nature, hints at the connection to the natural world. Okay. Wow. I feel like, yeah, you had to kind of go like looking for hints in like a roundabout way. But it feels so satisfying to actually figure it out without just like guessing and checking or whatever I've been doing for a couple of these. Yeah. Okay. Let's take our next customer. Finally, it's the postman. I haven't seen him in like so long. I'm glad he's still okay. Because he said he saw one of the guys with the black eyes. And he doesn't really seem to have any spiritual understanding. So it might be nice. I mean, so it's nice to see him back again, alive and well. Alright, let's see what he has to say. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Oh yeah, because she went to the catacombs. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. Yeah, I hope so too, because I went down there earlier this morning, and I almost died. So yeah, I hope she's okay. Thanks for the letter. Let's open it up. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mrs. R. Bream. Isn't Bream a fish type? Alright. I guess let's not hurt other people's feelings. My bad. Let's just go and help her out. Oh, let me bring the note down. I mean, the letter down so I can see it. Yeah, okay. This sounds like we want to use the map of Undermere. So let's go to the Undermere map. Get the note out again, because I need to see this again. Okay, we're the only detached house on Ruskin. Sounds like a road. Is that it? Can I see it? Or find it? Ruskin. Oh, wow. I don't see Ruskin. Oh, this is bad. Oh, just kidding. It's like, it's tilted on at an angle, which is why I didn't read it. Or couldn't read it earlier. Okay, so we're the only detached house on Ruskin. Oh, this one, because the others are all like side by side next to each other. Cool. Alright, I'm greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander toward the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Oh, so we want to hear better. That's the bat, right? Because it said, if you go to scent and sound, every sound has become both louder and clearer. Let's do it. Okay. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer and my heart beats faster as I hear what they are saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull. Ma'am, why did you ask me to come to this house? Have you done something bad? Oh, Lord. All right. Its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Okay. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. I have nothing to say. I'm just gonna say one thing, or I guess I do have something to say, which is that this item does not look friendly at all. Yeah, looks like you're gonna use it for bad purposes. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Yep. Oh man, I gotta hang it up too. Alright, there. But I'm glad I solved the woman's problems, I guess. Yeah, I really don't know what that human skull was doing in her attic though. Hopefully it was from like an earlier generation and not hers. Yeah. Oh, hello. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. Oh no, really? Okay. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. Yeah, I want to restore it to its former glory. Okay, and he wants a shimmer. That's kind of a cute name. Hopefully it's a cute item and not something morbid and gross. Here, shimmer. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Okay, so it looks like this. It's got to fit into this little space right here. So like three little half circle grooves, and then maybe like a triangle kind of shape right here. Let's see if we've got anything like that. Like this. Yes. This feels like it. Wait, let me check. I remember I did something about the gemstones earlier. Pale yellow, orange, totally black, and that green one. Okay. Just to see if it makes sense to be like stones you would wear to like help you be better, like be a better fighter. Okay. Green, so, oh wait, no, it had lines. So it's this one, malachite. Fourth eye, stone of sight. Yeah, to see one step ahead, right? That was the little thing on, in the description. Okay, also a black stone. Okay, stone of fire and fury. Yeah, it said calm rage. Okay. And then it was what? One more stone that's like orange, right? I think it was after this page. Yes. Stone of strength. Okay, awesome. I think that's it. I feel like those are all stones you would actually put into like a piece in your armor. All good stuff for when you're going into battle. Cool. Yeah, this pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight or staying one step ahead. Yes. Nice. That was a pretty chill request from a customer. Felt like there wasn't really anything inherently bad about it. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's a one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Oh yeah, doesn't this one protect against cold and heat? I'm saying that not because I know what this is. I actually don't, but it's because we determined that the symbols are for cold and hot, right? Yeah. But let's go through our items and see. Nope, this is for the mind. Mental fog. This is, yeah, not it. Nope. This one allows the bearer to breathe underwater. That's cool, but not it. Nope, I don't think this is it. Yeah, no. Okay. Also no. Oh, I like this one. Look. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. Okay, so maybe not that item I was talking about just now. But let's take a look at this one. Basilisk scales. I like the look of this. Brown shard of some kind. Yeah? Okay, we also got a black gemstone and an orange one. Okay. Let me check in the book of gemstones. Black is for fire and fury. Yeah, stone of fire. I like the look of that. We also need one that's like pure orange. A sunstone, fire and light. Because I think the other one is pale, right? Yeah, this one is pale yellow. Okay. I think that's it. That feels right. And it's the only one that has like a scale like material. The other ones are like bronze, gold, wood, stuff like that. Cool. Take it. Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, and this item is called a Siren Ward. The item features a basilisk scale, and the amber and obsidian gemstones hint at a connection to fire. Nice. Okay. Thanks. My wife will be relieved. Oh, that's cute. I found this down the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. You found something in my own shop? Okay, don't know if it's anything important or not. Why, thank you, my dude. I'll take that. Oh, thanks, actually. I know exactly where that goes. At the end of last night's stream, I remember that I found these coaster-like items. Oh, there's one right here, too. Wow, how did I never see that before? Okay, anyway, let me close the book. Real quick, let's put that aside. Anyway, I found this block and this block from last night's stream. Or at least I didn't find them then, but it suddenly dawned upon me that these blocks look oddly familiar. And that's because the ring around our table where we do most of our like thinking and work and like just research in general for an item has a couple of missing slots. Like, yeah, here and right here. And also earlier those two. And I thought, wow, I feel like these symbols look oddly familiar. And you see that there's like a repeating cycle of all of these items. For instance, if we start with this one that looks like a circle with two horns on top of it, we'll see that it appears again here. So this whole part is the repeating block, and it sort of goes around in a clockwise manner. So that's how we determine where this and this goes. And I think we can do the exact same for these two blocks. Wow, how did I not notice that this was also it? Anyway, so let's see. Let's just use this one. The one above it is this D-like shape with a cross on the center. So, right here. Because remember, it goes in like this, like we're going from here to here. So right to left. And then here we're going top to bottom. So this does come before this symbol. Next, we want the symbol I was just talking about earlier. This one, the circle with the two horns. I think, is this like a Taurus symbol for that zodiac sign? Something like that, maybe. But let's take a look here. So we have, again, top to bottom. We want the rectangle with the cross at the bottom. And then our symbol, which makes sense right here. Look, because now we're going from bottom to top. If we're thinking about us doing a loop in the clockwise order, we want rectangle with a cross and then our symbol. So perfect. And now I think we can click it, right? And we just got a little achievement for second sight. Find the something something that I didn't have enough time to read. But now we have this. Whoa, what was that? Oh, I know. Okay. Sorry for getting too excited. This is the lens that they were talking about in this piece of paper. On thalamic fields. Let me just read it quickly again. All thalamic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. And then we see a Diurnic field pattern drawn here. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay. And like I said earlier, this kind of gives me the sense of like a magnetic field. If you're playing with like, I don't even know what they are, but like metal shards. You might have done them in like a physics class maybe. But yeah, like where you sprinkle like the little like shavings on a table, and then you use a magnet, and then it'll move the shavings in like a specific like pattern. Anyway, a long tangent just to say, let's figure out this clue now. I think we can do it with the help of this lens, and I think this is said lens. Okay. Yeah, let's just grab some items. Yeah. Wow, look. You see immediately like the pattern. This one is Diurnic. Awesome. Okay. So not what we want, but good to know otherwise. How about this one? Oh, this one matches number 3, right? Look, it's like a DNA kind of shape. Okay, let's do that. This is the Corman's Might, I think, at least. Oh, no, I don't think we want that. Wait, I'm kind of curious. Do all of these items have a specific, like, pattern? Yeah, this one's like a 4-leaf clover, but I don't think we want that. This is Diurnic again. Do we see anything else on the top? No. Because recall that the second pattern, there's like three circles. Oh. So I guess we can have multiple of the same pattern. I guess that makes sense. So I think anything that matches is fine then. This feels like another Diurnic. Okay, not what we want. Huh, not everything matches. Oh, no. I didn't mean to put it in the slot. Yeah, look, this is another item with that same, like DNA shape. How about this one? Nah, another Diurnic. Wow, this is getting kind of annoying. So many duplicate, shapes. Ooh, I like this one. It's that little spiral that we want for number 1. Let's put it there. Okay, now all we need is the 3 circles. Ooh, an upside down or like a vertical DNA. the way you would see a DNA strand normally. I feel like that's how it's normally depicted. And I love this. Perfect. We got the second pattern. Okay. That was it? Seriously? Ah, I thought it would have been something more awesome and cool and exciting. I guess that's fine. Also, I love how it just like the doors shut and then we're like transported to some little like side room and then we get items there. Like I feel like that's, I don't know, it's kind of spooky but cool at the same time. And yes, now we've solved this puzzle, but we still don't know the names of any of these items. I kind of forgot where they were put earlier, so let's just randomly put them somewhere. Okay. Cool. And I think we're ready to take our next customer. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful. Because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. So she knows about the casket. Oh my goodness. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Wait, so you worship the god Holgar? Who is the one who's behind this casket? Are you a part of the big bad? I don't know, don't like the sound of that. Let's take our book out though. Here it is. Oh, yeah, she's the one who wanted this earlier, right? Let me just see. Oops. Okay, but this is actually pretty helpful. Yeah, this is what Holgar looks like. Look, he has a casket on as one of his pendants. Oh my goodness, this is the big bad. Can't believe I'm serving you as a customer. But I guess that can't be helped. Pretty sure we did that, or we even joined the bad cult in Strange Horticulture, and I regretted it so much afterward. But we ended up not helping them, so let's just say that we took one bad step, but then took many steps away from said badness to mildly redeem ourselves. Anyway, she wants this, a veiled fen. Okay. A veiled fen is brightly colored in light, but it clouds over after a short time in total darkness. So let's put her into like one of these places. Maybe that's like pretty dark. Okay. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Wow. So you yourself cannot speak, but you use this to sort of like speak better? That's kind of... I don't know about that. Let's just try with the eye. Is it like, do we like shove it here and then it turns a different color? Wait, what constitutes as dark? Oh, wait, I know. Look, let's do it like this. Let's put it into this thing. And then we shut the door. And then what did it say? It clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Okay. I think that's enough time. Look, it's all dark, and then once it hits the light again, it like turns brighter again. Okay, I think this is it. Wow, I didn't think this thing was such a bad item. I would consider this item to be like on the mildly bad scale of items that we have in possession. Cause like you're using it to make yourself seem more like charismatic. Which I feel like, I mean, thinking of the bad dictators in the past in like history, like you could use that for your own benefits to do bad stuff, or at least to like push bad agendas. So yeah, not a really good item, but I guess you want it and I can't give you something else as a replacement, so here you go. Yeah, this item is brightly colored, and then when you place it in darkness, a drawer or a cupboard oh, I could use drawers too. Okay, didn't think of that. But yeah, the eye darkens. Cool. And then we got new pages in our book, and I think we can put this somewhere else. And that was it for the day. Oh, it's 9:55. Very close to the end of our stream. But let's just see if we can solve anything else. Like maybe the clue card for the next day. Then let me read this as well. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Oh, so that's the other dude, the guy with the eyes that are black, I think. That's sad. Oh, what is this? What? Wait. That's not helpful at all. Or wait, is it? Actually, I think maybe it's like pointing to three different directions, or three different locations, and then we want to go to the place if we like drew a triangle between these three locations, and then the center point is where we want to go. But what looks like which map are we supposed to use? Okay, now that I'm looking at this, yeah, probably this map, right? Oh, look, right here. We got one already. This top building. Yeah. I mean, this top location shape. Then we also want this one. Oh, like this one. It's like tilted, kind of. Yeah, kind of. So we've got this and this already. And then we also need this. Here, maybe? And then we want to go to the center of this triangle. So here. Like right here, where my mouse is pointing, I think. I'm wasting my time here. Oh, and that's bad, because that moves my thing up a little bit. Okay. Wait, let me try this space right above it, right here. Awesome, that was it. Okay. Okay, so I just mistook the center point. Alright. When I draw back the curtain, I'm unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes. Oh. All shiny and wet and alive. Oh my goodness, no. Oh no, that's gross. Fear takes hold before my mind. Wait, what? Where are we? What is this? Is this just like out on the streets? Or maybe it's inside the building. Okay, fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I am looking at. When I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. Could we not? Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, that is quite shocking. Also, look, they're also even like a little bit colored too. That's even more nasty. The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. Yes, I would too. Oh, it's kind of cute. Look at it. It's like some sort of like ancient stone carving or like stone totem that you would find in like a, like, I don't know, like in a museum. Yeah. Kind of cute though. It has a little open mouth and it's like, aww. Anyway. All right, so we solved the clue card. It is 9:58. I know how to solve this one, but then again, we also need the Wandering Shroud, which we don't have. And I don't want to go too in depth into the day, since today is Sunday, and the next time I'll stream is gonna be next week. And I'm definitely gonna forget anything interesting or important that happens today by the time we get to the weekend of next week. So yeah, I think this is where I will end it off for today. Good to know that we have technically solved this card. It's just that we are unable to progress to find the said item in this card. In this card, not car. And then we also have this hint. But I still don't know what this is. Yeah. Oh, we just know it's an object made out of silver. And wait, I don't even know what this refers to. Like, are we supposed to take it somewhere and put it somewhere? Maybe we want it like here. But I think there's more to this hint, so, because I'm thinking like 3 items. But yeah, I don't have enough information to figure this out, so I think we're gonna leave it right here for now. And Let me just make sure we don't have anything else weird. Yeah, we have these 2 boxes that I think we can open, maybe, but we haven't figured out how to do that just yet. Let me do some quick organization. Actually, everything is pretty much organized. We've got all of the stuff that we've identified in their own little boxes. Yeah, I think the only thing I would do is put this down here. And then maybe put this here. Okay. And then yeah, these are the 2 pictures that I haven't used yet. Alright, looks pretty good. One last thing before we go, let's pet our cat. Aww. Yeah, sorry for making you go through all of the trouble, little guy. But I'm glad we got you back and that you're safe and sound. And guys, I think that'll be it for me for tonight. I feel like today was way more successful than in the past days. I feel like I was able to solve a lot more of the puzzles via like actual thinking instead of guessing and checking or using hints or whatever. So I feel proud about myself and how I did today. Anyway, enjoy next week, and I will see you again next Saturday from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, bye-bye.